of your voice, Molly.
Uh-oh. You're all right, Mia.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. And off we go from Ford Field. Oh, and he gets it. All wrong. Penalty flag's going to come in. Going to mark this one out beyond the 40-yard line. They begin this on the ground with Smith. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Yellow. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. Whoa, into space. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to score. He takes it back on the punt return. 85 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Slides at the point, up and good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, KC.
1st down, Chiefs.
Shotgun snap, and they'll run it with Smith. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. It's 3rd and 4. Throwing is Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field.
Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Yellow. There's a line.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. The ball's out. The Lions have got it.
For most of these defensive linemen, Mike, they go the entire season and never touch the ball. So when they get their shot, they try to take advantage of it, and that's exactly what this big guy did here. Doesn't quite take it all the way for a touchdown, but he sets his offense up in a great spot.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
On play action, it's Shuck. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the 1st down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Dragon 60. 18 running. 18 running.
Shuck looking to throw on 1st down. He pulls it in around the 5. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the door.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Run it to start the drive, and here is Smith. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, it's been the case this entire 1st half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds It'll set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Yellow.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
Kansas City
A gain there of 20, and the Chiefs have a first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Whoa. Up in the backfield.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Third and long.
Yellow.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. We are through one. 14-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. On fourth down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This one from 52 yards away. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
60 now. Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's Shuck. That one's to the rookie from Texas Tech. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
3rd and inches.
Let's go.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line. And that is enough for a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Shutt. To the right side here, pass is caught. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position, out of bounds at the 3. It is a huge play for Detroit. An even 40 yards. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Sione Vaki. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Slides at the point, up and good. And the Lions move out to a 21-3 advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yellow.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
This caught right side by Worthy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
Here's 3rd and 7. To throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 65. At the 60.
From the gun, it's Shutt. And this will be incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Detroit.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Lions. And hold on to that Cooper his first NFL touchdown. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. Incompletion.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, KC.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Mahomes on first down. Exiting the pocket right. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. Myles Garrett working his way in to earn his second sack of this first half. Mahomes now to throw on second down. He'll get that one complete to Rice. He works free, right side. And he will score. Rashee Rice, touchdown Chiefs. That his second TD catch of the season. Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs are able to cut into the deficit.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
That's quickly out to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy...
And he will go all the way. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That is first touchdown of the new year. The extra point, it is blocked.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And they'll have it across midfield, down the opposing 46-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. The Lions call their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. 3rd and 7. Tight end going in motion here. On 3rd down, Mahomes. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection, and it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, Chuck. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On 1st and 10, here's Shuck. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. It is a big play there for the Lions. And even 30 yards. To the air again is Shuck. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. His second touchdown of this first half.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.